All right, guys. I am super excited about this. We are going to be talking about Leaders Retreat. I hope that you saw the amazing promo video that it is on a cruise. Like, wow, Plexus does things big. And so tonight we're going to talk about that. And first, we're going to talk a little bit about just a really quick recap on convention and the two products that were released, because these were these are huge for your business. What you want to focus on is you have the Slim XOS and the HC Slim, which combined they give you 130 PV. This is a great combination because XOS has the gut microbiome and the HC has the hunger control. We're going to talk more about how to use these to build your business on Thursday. And the other amazing product is the Lean and the HC. It's important to get 2 of the Lean because if they're using it as a meal replacement, there's only 14 in a bag, and so you want to get 2 to last the month along with the HC Slim. And an important note is I've been telling people that with every purchase of the Lean, they get to help fight hunger and help fight just feeding America, and not fight it, but help support it. So those are some awesome things and products that our company came out that can really amazingly build your business this summer. So we're going to talk a lot more about that on Thursday, though, so I don't want to talk too much about that. So LegaSea. LegaSea. The details of the contest. Mark your calendars, October 23rd to the 26th. Write it in your calendar. Decide right now you are going to make that trip. Don't say, well, I hope I make it, or I really want to make it. You need to change your mindset to, I will be on that cruise ship October 23rd through 26th. You are going to do it. You need 900 credits to get your boarding pass. So we're going to talk a little bit more in depth on these prizes, but you guys, no jewels are allowed on this. You have to be senior ruby and below. So that is huge for you if you're thinking like, oh wow, 900 credits, I didn't get that much, or I made Leaders Retreat last year, but you know, it took me a long time. No. You are going to Leaders Retreat this year, and it is wide open, the possibilities for you to earn these things. Like, you have no idea the potential. Like, it is huge, and we are super excited for you guys. You need to be the leader you wish you had. So don't sit back and say, man, I wish I had a rock star. You are the rock star. You are the leader. You can do this. You can get on that ship. And I know a lot of times we talk strategy. I like numbers and I like to make my little spreadsheets, but I want you to keep in mind that culture eats strategy for breakfast. So if you're thinking like, okay, I need to make this detailed Excel spreadsheet, that's fine. Do your math as far as what you need to earn these credits, but remember that you need to have the mindset that you are the leader you wish you had. Go all in, put the blinders on. You are going to get there, and that the culture, your mindset, is going to eat whatever strategy you have. You can have the fanciest spreadsheet out there, and it doesn't matter. You have got to set that mindset and the culture of getting to Leaders Retreat. So Kim is going to talk a little bit more about mindset. So
helps when I turn my volume on. Hey guys. All right. So mindset is huge. I can't even tell you how big it is. I just want to give you an example. If you truly think you can't make it, I mean, You won't. Let me just be blunt, because this business is totally up here. It's nowhere else. It is in your mind on whether or not you can make it or not. I know that in this business, I've been in almost 5 years, so 4.5 years. And anytime I get depressed or something's not going right or whatever, you really have the choice to choose to get through it with a positive mind or to be negative about it. You truly do. And whenever I'm negative about something, or I let myself go there and I get discouraged, it totally stops my business. So if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like, well, where am I going to get more people from? Or how can I add people? Or I don't know anybody else, or I've added all the people in my warm market and I'm scared to go talk to people. That's all truly in your head. This is your business. You're responsible for your business. And you've just got to always say, I can do this. Whenever you kind of get down, truly, it's all in your head. I had some notes I was trying to find. All right. Your negative thoughts truly make an impact on your business. Back in, I guess it was December. I don't know what was going on with me, but I know that whenever I moved to Rockport 3 years ago, I really got kind of depressed. When I moved here, I didn't know anyone. I was dealing with anxiety because I couldn't drive over the bridges. If for those of you that don't know me very well, or know, I moved to Rockport, and it's on the coast. It's where the hurricane came in. And it's surrounded by 2 bridges. And if you can't drive over bridges, you can't get out of town. And there's no Chick-fil-A here, and there's no Target, and there's barely shopping. And I was stuck at home. And I say that, and it's funny, but seriously, my mindset was that I'm never going to drive. I've been blessed with this free Lexus, and I can't drive it. And so my mindset was way in the gutter. And what happened to my business? It went down too, because I was not working it like I should have been, because I was not happy, and my mindset was definitely not where it needed to be. In January, we had, then we had Vital Biome come out, by the way, a year ago, and that totally changed my life. I started driving over bridges. I started telling myself, I can do this. God did not give me a spirit of fear. I knew I could do more. And so the Vital Biome helped, and I'm driving over bridges. And then driving to convention, I had to drive to Houston to catch the plane, 3 hours from here. And I drove straight there. I didn't check the map first to see if I needed to go around an overpass or one of those big flyovers. I just drove, and I knew I could do it. And so it truly is, you have to have a mindset shift in your head that these products are for the masses. These products people need. They need our products. We need our products. And as soon as you realize that you have a gift, you are not bugging people. Yes, some people will think you're bugging them because they're negative. Let's face it. And so if they think that, then that's on them. You know you have products changing lives. And so don't sit back and think that I'm bothering them or whatever, because if you went to convention, you heard Aaron Bush speak, and if you didn't, then go to my Facebook page and scroll down a little bit. I put her whole talk there. I think it's on our team page also somewhere. Listen to her speak, y'all. She literally couldn't get out of her bed, was telling her kids no, she couldn't do anything. She took Plexus for 4 months. She was feeling better, but her mindset was still not in the right place, and she was still negative. She turned all that around when she realized that. So you've got to stop the negative self-talk and changing our minds. And truly, the Bible says the death and life are in the power of your tongue. Everything everything that comes out of your mouth has the potential to build up or push down. And this can go not just plexus, but your whole entire life. Your words to your children, your words to your spouse, if you're married, boyfriend, girlfriend, wherever you're going. All of these words that come out of your mouth, you can either build them up or tear them down. And so same with your business. If something comes out and you think, "Ooh, I don't like that," and you start thinking negative thoughts about it, then it's going down. So choose to speak life with your words, and it'll speak life into your business. It'll speak life into your marriage. It'll speak life into your children. And Aaron Bush said it on the stage, break that chain of negativeness, negative self-talk if you are in that route. Go ahead to the next one. I don't have it pulled up, so I don't know what's coming up. Oh, yeah. Well, don't just talk about it, do it. A lot of times we can talk the talk, but we're not walking the walk, right? It's so easy to say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to add 10 people to my team this month. But are you going to get out there and do it? And then, so funny, somebody said, balance is a lie. Stop trying to find it. So the saying that a lot of people do, they want to wait to have kids until they can afford them, right? Yeah, because then you'll never have kids. So don't wait. I mean, obviously, if you can't feed yourself, maybe you want to wait. But truly, there's really never a great time to build a family. Same with your life and trying to find this balance and time management, because there's no management there. You can't really balance it. You just have to go with it where it is. I don't know. I guess these people that, try with the planners. I love planners. I love to decorate them, but I never actually plan in them. But they look cute on my desk. And the stickers are super cute, and it takes up a lot of my time when I put those cute little stickers on the little pages. And I write things down that I'm going to do. But if you don't actually do it, what happens? It doesn't get done, but you sure have a lot of things on that list, and it took time to do it, right? So activity does not mean accomplishment. Activity, you can have lots of activity in the day. I know that I used to call myself the ADHD or ADD of cleaning, because I would start in my bedroom, go to my kitchen, and then there's something there I need to do, and then the laundry needs done, and I can do all this activity, but I've not gotten anything done. John Maxwell, I think he's the one that said this on stage. He said to make yourself your list of top 10 things that you need to do that week. And if you can accomplish the first 2, then every day do 2 things off your list that you'll do more in your lifetime just by doing those things. And so scrolling Facebook is activity, because you're scrolling, scroll with that thumb or your finger or whatever. It's activity, but it's not producing you anything. And sometimes it can produce lots of negative things, because on Facebook, man, you can see negative stuff. You can see positive stuff, but you can also see lots of negative things. And so not saying that you don't need to go and share some support on friends, but obviously activity doesn't mean accomplishment. And then this helplessness is huge, huge. I have signed a lot of people to my team that have this learned helplessness that I don't know if they've had it their whole life, if it's just a new thing. But this helplessness where they feel like they can't do it, or maybe they just don't really want to get better. They really don't want a business, or they're afraid of success. All of these things, you've got to disown it. You've got to disown the helplessness. You're in charge of this business. You're in charge of your life and your family. It doesn't matter where you came from. It doesn't matter what your parents did or didn't do. It doesn't matter if you're single or if you're married or if you're divorced or if you're widowed. It does not matter the history, because that was yesterday. Today is today. So you can wake up and decide you want to run with this business and change your past, change your legacy for your family, break the chains of whatever it is in your family. It's all up here, and it's an everyday choice that you can make. Is there anything else on there?
Nope, you're good.
Okay.
I was going to say, going on to that and transitioning into our next slide, it is so true. Disown your helplessness. Its sister is hopelessness, and it brings you down. It doesn't help. And so when we talk about Leaders Retreat, and this is the snapshot of how you get credits, instead of asking yourself, can I make it? Can I hit that goal? Can I get the whatever goal it is on Leaders Retreat you're aiming for? Instead of asking yourself, can I? You need to change it to how can I? Because asking can I is insinuating you may not make it, that there's that doubt. And anytime there is that little piece of doubt, even just with the phrase, can I do it? You're allowing that doubt to creep in and say, nope, no, you can't. Your points are not where they should be. There's so many people that are better than you. They're going to make it faster. You don't deserve this. And so you need to change it to, how can I get there? So here, this is available in your back office, so I'm hoping you guys have looked over this. You need to make a practical plan. I say practical because it's so easy to say, oh, well, I'm going to get 2,500 PV every month, and there's my Leaders Retreat cruise. Easy, done. But if you haven't been consistently making 2,500 PV, that is not a practical plan. If you're saying, I'm going to sign 10 ambassadors every month, and you haven't signed anybody in a long time, probably not a practical plan. You need to challenge yourself, but at the same time, don't set yourself up for failure. So look at this plan of credits. I love the bottom, personal rank achievements, because we have challenged you all to achieve the next rank by the end of our Leaders Retreat, or our Leaders for Leaders group. So if you're silver, you should be hitting gold sometime this summer. No matter if you're a brand new silver, only have 3 people. Even if you're not silver and you're in this group and you're thinking, wow, I don't know how I can make it. You could go silver, that's 50 credits. You could go gold by the end of this summer. That's another 75 credits. Don't limit yourself to, I'm just going to get credits from here or credits from here. Don't say to yourself, well, I haven't signed anybody, so I'm not going to count on those credits. Challenge yourself. One of the best ways to do it is to commit to the power of 3. Sign 3 new level 1s, and also think about 3 new customers every month. You should be challenging yourself to getting at least 500 PV every month. And we're going to talk about a little bit more how to get these credits and all of that. But I want you to ask yourself, what is your goal? What is your dream? Is it just to make the cruise? Is it to get that bottom prize? Is it to shoot for the moon, the $2,000 shopping spree, and land among the stars? I was telling my team at convention, I always aim for the highest prize possible, whether it's Leaders Retreat or convention contest. That is my goal. When the contest comes out and I see the prizes, I say, I'm going to get this top prize, and I map it out. I say, okay, each month I need to have this many credits, and that means this, and I make little boxes. Like, you should see, I get a piece of construction paper and I physically draw boxes, and I check them off because I'm a list checker. Every time somebody joins my team or I get a customer, and I make PV goals for myself. And so I have like this big goal. Now, I've not ever been able to get the shopping spree for Leaders Retreat, but guess what? I aim for the moon and I land among the stars. I've made Leaders Retreat every year because I go big and at least, make these smaller goals along the way. If I just aimed for going to Leaders Retreat, I'd set my standards lower and I might not make it because I'm just like, well, I just want to go. Aim big. Okay, so do you have a plan to get there? I talk to a lot of people that are like, oh, I really want to go to Leaders Retreat. That's great. I really want to go to Disney World. But how do you have a plan to get to there? You have to have a logical plan of where are these 900 credits going to come from. Okay. Do you have the drive and desire to keep going? That's where those affirmations, that mindset come into play big time, because it can be really discouraging, especially come August. Maybe you're short and so many people just stop. I'm not going to get there. I'm just going to stop working my business. You guys, there was one year where they did double credits for Leaders Retreat. And there were so many people that didn't make it because they said, I'll never make it. They were too far away. Don't stop working your business. There was another year that Leaders Retreat went into September, the contest, and Kim and I were in Hawaii, and I was 7 people away from winning the big check. I think it was $3,000 that year, 2,000. And I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I didn't stop until the cutoff, like 11:59 p.m. Central Time. I don't remember what time it was in Hawaii, but keep going. Don't stop. And ask yourself, what are you going to do every day to go beyond your goals? Don't set a plan out and say, okay, I need to do this. I need to have this much PV. There's my plan. Looks great on paper. If you don't do something every day to help go towards your goals, you're never going to reach them. A plan and an action plan is only as good as it is on paper. You have to do something about it. You can have the world's greatest strategy, but if you don't do anything to make it happen, ain't nothing going to happen. So I want you to ask yourself that. So Kim's going to talk about what is a good way, one of the good ways you can do and focus on this summer while building your business. Hold on. Clicked the wrong thing. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to chat about Consistency Club. Okay, so Consistency Club is a little bit different from last year. I know we have some new people on here, so I'm just going to kind of go through it. I know some of you already know how it works, but I'm going to start from the beginning. Basically, this year it's going in 3 months periods. So it's going to start July 1st, July, August, September is period 1. And you have this amazing list of prizes to choose from if you are consistent in those 3 months with the Consistency Club. All right, so there's Club 300, there's Club 500, there's Club 700. All right, now Club 300, everyone should be doing every month no matter what. Club 300 to me is easy. It's a no-brainer unless you're just out of town the entire month and you're not doing your IPAs, which you should be doing those IPAs, which means Club 300, everyone should be able to achieve this 3 months in a row. All it is 1 new customer, 1 new ambassador. Now, the key is, though, with the 1 new customer, they have to order 700, that would be a lot. They have to order 75 PV. Now, this is not $75. This is 75 PV. So they're going to have to order Slim alone will do it, or they're going to have to order several other products. Some products, if they only equal 24 PV, and if they say, I think it's ProBio 5 is 24 PV. If they order 2 of those, that's not going to reach 75 PV. So sometimes if they don't do Slim, they're going to have to do 3 of something else. So make sure that you know what PV equals and don't get misled and don't sign someone and you're so excited and it's the last minute and they order 60 PV worth because they thought it was dollars. So I usually always aim for that 100 PV, and then usually you're good at getting that 75 PV for your customer. Ambassadors have to have a welcome pack to count. If they don't have a welcome pack, It doesn't count for Leaders Retreat Contest. It doesn't count for Club CC. Okay, and then you also have to have $300 in personal volume. If you're buying your own products and you have that one new customer, you're going to be pretty close to 300. If you have another customer, then you're there. All right, Club 500. Club 500, you have to have 500 PV, personal volume, $500 that's gone through your website. Now, when you hit the 500 PV mark, you not only get you could not only get the Consistency Club, but you're also going to then get 25% commission on top of that. So 500 is where I always get my PV by the end of the month. By customers will usually get me there, and then I buy plexus for the 4 of us here, and so I've got my order and then at least 3 customers, and I shoot for 500 every month. That should be your goal because you're going to make more money that way in commissions. All right, so to go back to the Club 500, so 500 PV. And then you have to have 2 new ambassadors with a welcome pack, 2 new customers. So it's 2 and 2. And then Club 700 is 3 and 3. 3 new ambassadors, 3 new customers, and 700 PV. Okay, so let's say that July you get Club 300, August you get Club 300, and then September you blow it out of the park and get Club 700. You will win the prizes for Club 300 because you got that twice, and even though you did 700, you still got the 300 in there, and so you will pick from the prizes on the 300 level. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. You can ask questions at the end if it doesn't. Here's the thing. I love Consistency Club because they're basically rewarding you for doing your job. They're rewarding you for doing your IPA. They're rewarding you with Leaders Retreat, y'all. You've got Leaders Retreat and Club CC, and then Jamie's going to talk about a whole nother way you can earn prizes this month. It's like they're throwing prizes at you all summer. It's amazing. And Jamie and I and our Leaders for Leaders group, which all you guys are in, we're throwing prizes at you too each month. So lots of incentive to work your business, but let's always keep your eye on the main thing, which is your next rank and helping your team come in and rank too. Changing lives, changing the people on your team's life, changing your customer's life. And if you're focusing on helping others, you can't help but not move up in this company. So Consistency Club is amazing. The prizes are amazing. At the end of the year, if you achieve it 5 out of the
7.
5 out of the 7 months, right?
7 out of the 12.
7. Okay, thank you. I forgot to write that down. So from July 1st through next,
well,
it doesn't go all the way.
They changed it up though this next time, Kim. So that's why I don't know all the rules on that one. I wasn't gonna mention that yet.
Okay. Okay. Well, at the end of convention, if you get it so many months out of the year, you get to get on stage. They typically do a reception, and you get a really cool little crystal thing. But we'll talk more about that later. The main thing you need to focus on is Club 300, 1 and 1. I would shoot for Club 500. That's 2 and 2 every month. And then you're doubling up. You're doubling up points for this. You're doubling up points for Leaders Retreat. So it's a really, really good way to earn lots of fun stuff, earn a cruise, build your business. All right, go ahead, Jamie.
Right. So I put Club 500 on here because that really is something even Kim and I strive to do, because you're getting a 25% commission and you're building and growing your team. Club 500, if you're in our Leaders for Leaders, should really be your goal that you're aiming for, because you are growing your team by at least 2 members every month, and you're getting 2 new customers, which hopefully you can then flip to an ambassador because they love our products so much. But that also gets your PV up. Adding customers gets that PV up. So that is a great way to earn credits for Leaders Retreat. Another way that I want to talk about, and also I want to mention, even though the 3-month period doesn't start till July, that does not mean you don't go for it in June. I'm challenging myself to hit it this month, even though it doesn't count towards the little 3-month prize thing. I think it's just so important to grow your business every month. But some of you may have heard about this at convention, the 369 contest, and I'm challenging you all in this group to go for that 9. I made a little graphic, and I'll put it in our Leaders for Leaders with little check boxes by each of the prizes. But this is another way that Plexus is rewarding you for growing your business. Obviously, you see the trend. Grow your business. Not only do you get great prizes, but you are moving closer to that next rank. You are moving closer to earning the cruise and all those other prizes. But the first milestone is the towel. What a great thing to take on that cruise, that beach towel. I want every one of you in here to earn that beach towel. I mean, that to me is easy peasy. 3 customers or ambassadors. They don't even have to be like 3 ambassadors. It could be any mix of those. 3 ambassadors or 3 customers. And if you hit that, I want you to message either Kim and I, because we want to do a huge shout out on our page, the Leaders for Leaders page. If you enroll 6 new customers or ambassadors, remember it can be a mix. You get that cute pineapple float. I know, like, my kids would love that. And then if you do,
my leader has already said I have to earn it.
Girl, I already posted I'm going for that cute bag because I want everybody to see that and be like, oh my gosh, that's such a cute bag. Where'd you get it? And be like, Plexus, you should totally join my team so you could get cute stuff too. So, I mean, these are things that are totally doable. I know you might think, oh my gosh, 9 people, that's out of my comfort zone. Good, because great things happen out of your comfort zone. I am telling you, you guys, like, I told my husband when they launched this, I said, I am winning that stupid not stupid, but I'm like, I have hit that goal. I've decided, I've changed my mindset. I am going to do that. I'm going to build my business. I'm going to work my IPA every day. And you know what, guys? It is off to a great start. So I want you to think about Leaders Retreat and just how can you make it happen. I usually get on here and I kind of make a little spreadsheet for you all and be like, okay, do this, do this, do this, do this. But here's the reality. We can give you all the tools and roadmaps to get to Leaders Retreat and all the prizes, but ultimately it's up to you. It's up to you to decide. It's up to you to build your business, and it's up to you to figure out the best roadmap to that cruise. There's not just a point A and a point B. There are so many ways you can get from A to B that you have to figure that out. And that's going to be one of your challenges today. So after we're done here, which we're going to wrap it up, I want you to log into your back office and look at the Leaders Retreat, the LegaSea prizes. And they're also on our page, on the Leaders for Leaders page. And I want you to think about, which one am I going to push for? Which one am I going to challenge myself to go for? I don't want any of you just to settle for the 900, I'm going on the Leaders Retreat cruise. No, no, no. Don't just settle. I want you to challenge yourself. If that one prize above that is really pushing it for you, then go for that one. If you think, you know what, no, I want that shopping spree, go for that one. But I want you to not just say you're going. I want you to line up. How are you going to get there? What are you going to do to make it happen? Okay? So there is no limit to the possibilities. There's no limit to you and what you can accomplish during this season, except for you. Do you have anything to add, Kim?
Yep. The only thing that's going to stop you from building this business is right here. Seriously. It's all up here. This business is here. When you feel, again, like you're stuck, get into activity. Activity meaning that IPA sheet. That IPA sheet is on our Leaders for Leaders. It's in the files. Find it. Print out 20 of them. If you don't have a printer at home, go to the library. Print out 20 there so you've got them. The week ends really fast. So if you don't fill that thing out on Sunday or Monday, what happens? You end up not doing it, right? Because then it's Wednesday or Thursday, and then it's Sunday, and you're like, oh crap, I haven't done it, and you pull it out, and you fake stuff, and you fill things in, and you're not really doing it. So make sure that you have a new one. Today is Monday, and you have filled it out. I know you can't fill the whole thing out, but you can fill out most of it, and you can map out your week, how it's going to look. I'm meeting with somebody Wednesday to go over the back office with them. So that should be written down. I'm going to do a live on my Facebook. I'm going to, whatever it is that you're going to do, you need to write it in there and plan it. If you don't plan it, it's probably not going to happen. IPA, I cannot stress to you how big that sheet is and how organized it'll help you be to get there.
And I'm going to add too, don't just add stuff to add stuff because it looks good. Because the only person you're lying to is you. It may look good to us and everybody else, but if it's not really what you're doing, it's only lying to yourself, and it will affect your business.
Yes, and we will start talking about the IPA sheets in our Zooms. It's just tonight we really wanted to go over Leaders Retreat credits. So we will call you out. So get those sheets filled out. Also, Jamie posted a really good post in Leaders for Leaders talking about different ways you can earn Leaders Retreat through PV or through a mixture of PV and activity and all of that. So make sure you go read through that. I think that's it. Oh, real quick, there's several of you that aren't pictured, so I don't know who you are, and it just says iPhone. If you have iPhone, will you tell me who you are so I can give you credit for being on tonight?
One of them's Carrie Bryant.
Oh, thank you.
And I think one of them's Bonnie.
I got Bonnie. Hers says Bonnie.
Oh.
Who's talking? No.
This is Maria. Does mine say my name?
Okay. It does not.
How do I fix that?
I see you now. Whenever you go to Zoom, you can basically sign in. If you log in and sign in, it'll pop up your name.
Okay.
So it's just you have to register. Maybe you haven't registered, and then if you sign in,